I was originally with a firm by the name of Ernst & Ernst at the time, a Big 8 firm, and I spent 17 years with them, was a partner in their audit department. And then I decided to go out on my own and started my practice in July of 1986. And I've been working on my own since that time. I started using the NCI system in November of 1986, and we marketed steady using that system for approximately 7 or 8 years until such time as we got up to about $1 million in business, and then we cut back on the sales effort. And occasionally now we do it some couple months during the summertime when we need additional sales. Today, after 19 years, we're sitting in about $1,350,000 in annualized billings, and I find that that grows more or less with inflation, 4 or 5% a year. Well, you know, after I'd taken the NCI seminar and started selling and using their methodology, Bruce used me as a reference several times, and people would call me from all over the country, and they would ask me how the experience went with me, and we would start talking, and I would find out a little bit about their background. And pretty soon I sort of came to the conclusion that I had had a really hard time processing these accounts and keeping up with the new sales, and I had always been in public accounting, and some of these individuals actually had been in industry for the last 10, 15 years, and I felt that they really were going to have a hard time. And I sort of concluded that maybe Bruce was just taking the procedure halfway and showing them how to get a bunch of new clients that they weren't going to be able to process and satisfy. So I suggested to Bruce that we develop this course, and that's how it came about. At this point in time, I teach a 2-day seminar, and the purpose is to help accountants not only process work, but process it efficiently and make good money doing it. The course is broken down really into 2 parts. And the first part is how to process the work. During that portion, we go over the overall paperwork flow from the time we pick the paperwork up at the client until the time we develop, send them the completed package. The second thing we do is we take the actual bookkeeping work and explain how the bookkeeper processes the account. We go over such things also as setups. Client setups are the most important, and we try to give you some checklists and a good methodology to get the client set up and going. We also talk a little bit about QuickBooks and how we should handle those clients. We talk some about taxes and consulting and try to go over just about everything you're going to do in processing your client on a monthly basis. The second part of the course is really based upon management and profitability. And we go over all the important areas such as employees. And the most important thing any new accounting practice is going to do is obtaining, training, motivating and retaining good quality bookkeepers. And we spend a lot of time talking about that. We talk about profit margins. We talk about goals, where you should be 2 years, 5 years from now. We talk about monitoring, what sort of forms you should utilize in making sure that you know exactly which employees are profitable to you and which clients are profitable to you. We talk about fee increases. We try to go over all the areas that are relevant to you efficiently processing those accounts and making profit. That third day is really designed for clients that have not been in public accounting for quite a while. And we try to do 2 things. First of all, Creative Solutions comes in and tries to teach them how to use the software package that is given to them as part of the Plan 3 program. The second part of the day is spent with me, and I go over what I call frequently asked questions. And these are the major tax areas and areas of business that clients are going to call you up and ask you questions. I like to be able to give the participants enough knowledge so that they can go out and talk to small businesses and be knowledgeable and give them the type of advice they need. Well, there's 2 ways that you can learn to efficiently operate in this field. First, you can do it the way I did, and that is you can go and learn everything on your own. And that's a good way to learn. There's only 2 problems with it. It takes a lot of time and it costs a lot of money because you do things wrong. The second way is you can learn from people that have already been through the experience. I've been doing this for 19 years. I've been through the experience, and it's my desire to pass that knowledge on to participants in the program.